Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Noob Garage. My name is Joey. We're going to be doing a couple of videos of my 408 stroker nitrous build. It's a 2003 3rd gen LQ4 block. It's my first LS nitrous build. I've been working on other engines for a while now. I did a Hemi a long time ago with some nitrous and it worked out really well. So this is my first LS build. So I just wanted to share any knowledge I have that might help others and hoping to learn a couple of things as I go. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I'll try to get back to them. And if you like the videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button to catch any upcoming videos I'm going to be putting out. It should be a pretty good build. Thanks for watching and enjoy. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that our mating surfaces where the bearings go, nice and clean, dry. You don't want any kind of lube or chemicals in there. We're going to be using the XP Racing bearings. Never used them before, but I've never had a problem with them. They seem to be well made. I've heard a lot of good things about them. So you'll notice on the bearings, there's a tang that sticks out right here on one side, not on the other side. It's because it's directional when it sits in here. There's a tang, a groove that's missing in here on the block itself, and that's where that tang goes. So you don't want to mess that up. So you put the tang in the hole first, in the groove, and then you can push the opposite side down, nice and flush. We'll do this number 2. Same thing, put it in the groove, nice and flush. This motor uses the thrust bearing on the number 3 main. Same thing though, it has a tang and it has the cutout for the tang. Make sure it's down nice and flush. And we'll do the next one, number 4. Same thing, match the tang, push it down nice and straight. I've already had this engine together and I figured I would tear it back down and do a quick video, a couple of quick videos, and put it all back together and see if there's any questions that can be answered. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments. The next thing we're going to be doing is lubing these bearings. I've seen guys just use motor oil when they're lubing them. If the motor's going back into the vehicle soon. This one's probably not going to be. It's probably going to be sitting for a little bit. So I use the Max Tough Royal Purple Assembly Lube. You don't have to use Max Tough Royal Purple. I don't think it's like throwing out the brand name type of thing. It's just what I use. I've been using it and I like the way it sticks to the bearings if you're going to be letting the engine sit for a while. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and loop the bearings up. Decent amount on there. We'll go ahead and spread that out. Make sure the whole bearing gets covered. You don't want any metal to metal. So on this block, we're using, it came with a 24 tooth reluctor wheel, and we're switching over to a 54, 58 tooth. This is my crank, scat crank. You want to set it in nice and slow. Take your time. There's no rush. You don't want to nick anything. Perfect. Spins nice. Awesome. So this motor is a 6-bolt main. So we have the main caps that go on. There's 2 bolts on each side of the top, and then 1 bolt that goes on the side on each side. So 3 and 3 equals 6. These all are directional. They have to go in the same way. You match the tangs. They also have tangs. The bearings are already in. Like I said, I had the motor apart already, or together already, so these bearings are still in here. So it's got the tangs on this side have to match up with the tangs on the other side. Okay? Don't go by the numbers. The numbers are not going to line up directionally. The 5 reads it from this way, and 1, 2, 3, 4 read from this way. So if you go off that, you're going to get it wrong. So we'll just go ahead and drop these in. take a little wooden end of a hammer, tap it down, nice and flush. Perfect. Alright, I went ahead and moved the camera a little closer so you guys can see a little better. Check the oil on this bearing. Alright, so the number 4, as you can see, the tang is on this side. Tang is right there on this side. Alright, show it a little love. Tang there, tang there. This is the thrust bearing, the number 3. All right, number 2, same thing, tang, matches with the tangs. Last one, number 1 main. Okay, so tang and tang, should make sure it's matched up. This one I was wrong. This is the one that goes, number 1 is the one that faces the opposite, not number 5. And you can tell how this gap comes off right here. There's a pad right here that sits on both sides. And you'll notice that this pad comes farther out here, the same way this pad comes farther out from here. All right. So we're just using the GM Performance bolts to hold them down. Oh. All right. This is 15 on the outside, 13 mil on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and torque these bolts. The inside bolts go to 15 foot-pounds first, and then 80 degrees after that. Start the center. So I torque these in like a spiral pattern. Start here, and just do like that. It's the easiest way for me to remember it. And then we'll go ahead and do degrees. Zero out. All right, we'll set it to 80 degrees. Perfect. We'll go 80 degrees from here. Goes to 15 foot-pounds first, just like the inside ones. Then we'll go back to degrees. This is going to go 53 degrees. Now we'll put on our outside bolts and the holes on the outside. And we're going to put some gasket sealer first, just so we can make sure we don't have any leaks later. Start on this side. These are going to go to 18 foot-pounds. that. I'll just make sure everything rotates freely still. Nice and smooth. One finger turn. Awesome. Everything feels smooth. Alright guys, thanks for watching. On the next video we're going to be installing the camshaft, rods, pistons, and maybe the timing set if we can get to it. I don't want to keep the videos too long, bore you guys. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next video coming up. And we'll see you next time. Have a good one.